Trump impeachment. What is your take on the situation? There's been this extraordinary evidence from the United States ambassador to Ukraine over the past day or so that he does think that aid funding of $400 million was a quid pro quo in return for Ukraine investigating Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. Does this evidence mean that we're likely to see an impeachment? And if so, how significant is that?
I don't believe on its own merits. Well, put it this way, right now as it stands, I'm simply waiting for the next revelation in which that witness is discredited or something else comes out. The whole thing is a hot mess of wheelie bin fire. I mean, the whole thing is the Democrats self-immolating, because while they are focused on impeachment, whether or not there's a case is kind of, if I can describe it this way, is kind of like the second show, the support act to the main game. And the main game is the Democrats are not yet facing up to why they lost last time, and as a result, whether or not Trump is good, bad or indifferent, they are not even close to being in the race for next time, and their focus, their sort of pathological obsession with impeachment at all costs and for any reason that presents itself only serves as a reflection on them, while President Trump is out talking about the lowest unemployment rates in generations, the highest African-American employment rates in generations, all of the things that he has been talking about verbatim. I don't believe that this impeachment trial circus will go anywhere meaningful anytime soon. I just don't believe it. I think it's too ad hoc
What's your take on this, Aaron?
Well, it's a bit different to Gemma's. With due respect, I reckon the Democrats.
All respect taken, Aaron. It's fine.
Don't take personally. Thank you. Look, you saw Michael Bloomberg come out today, and he may well be positioning himself for a run. And someone said, he's a businessman with more money and more success than the president. We've also had this book got published today, and it's called A Warning, and it's written by an anonymous member of the Trump administration. And last year they wrote an op-ed in the New York Times saying we're part of the Trump resistance, and now they've written a whole book attacking Trump and with some new revelations. So this is just one of the most amazing psychodramas we've ever seen. And Gemma, I don't think you're right here. I think the impeachment's got legs. I think the Democrats, if they can choose a reasonably centrist nominee, are going to be really, powerful force.
That's the heart of it, though. Can they choose a centrist nominee? I don't think they can. I agree with you that it's the greatest show on earth right now. I don't disagree with that, but I don't think that they could organise a chook raffle in a bar, quite frankly.
1 minute left, Warren. What do you think?
Look, impeachment is a two-edged sword. Of course, the whole thing about the impeachment is not necessarily about impeaching him. It is to cause enough disruption and doubt in people in regard to the coming election. We know the impeachment will happen in the House of Representatives. We know that will happen because they've got the numbers. We know it will be defeated in the Senate because the Republicans have got the numbers. It was a typical example like what happened to Bill Clinton. Look. I find it interesting that some of these small elections, like the tennis, that recent governors ones, where Trump went out and worked with the crowd, the Democrats won them. And so it's interesting things that are going on. I believe that, and this is coming from my sources in America, in the Pentagon, that Trump will probably win the next election. But it's interesting that you got Hillary Clinton and now all these other people coming on board.